Well, good afternoon, Grace. I am Marshall Brown. It's been a tough couple of months for our country, our church, our whole world with the COVID lockdown, all the economic distress, the death, the sickness, the confusion. And then it seems to intensified this last week with the unjust killing of George Floyd and the resultant protests, the peaceful protests often, that have been interrupted by violent protesters and rioters. It's been a distressing week, and watching the news, like many of you, we felt all kinds of different things: sadness, grief, confusion, anger, numbness, guilt, just not knowing what to think, what to feel, what to do. And because of all that, I've tried to ground myself in the scriptures, and I thought of the ancient king Jehoshaphat, who in 2 Chronicles 20 says, "We don't know what to do, but our eyes are on you." The context is they're surrounded by foreign armies. And he said, "We don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but our eyes are upon you." And in 2 Chronicles 20, Jehoshaphat calls for a day of prayer and fasting to focus the people of Israel's eyes on God. And so, along with the elders and Pastor Nick, I want to call for a day of prayer and fasting this Wednesday, June 3rd, a day of prayer and fasting. We will break the fast with a prayer meeting at 5 p.m. that afternoon. I'd encourage you to fast any way that you're able or willing during the day. Maybe it's skip a meal or skip something else, TV or the news. And then join together for a prayer meeting. There'll be a Zoom link that accompanies this email for a 5 p.m. prayer meeting. It'll last 30 minutes, no more. I've asked our own Bill Farrell to lead a devotional to kick us off, but then we'll spend our time praying together for our world, for our country, and for our church. There'll be some prompts in this email to help you think about prayer during that day on June 3rd, but also there'll be the Zoom link in the prayer in that email. So also, finally, I would encourage you for that meeting. We're going to do it via Zoom, but I would encourage you to meet with either your grace group or another friend or family in your backyard to dial in together, perhaps to pray together and then to break the fast together at 5:30 once the prayer meeting is over. To be together, a handful of you physically, perhaps in a backyard somewhere safely and socially distanced. But a day of prayer and fasting this June 3rd. I hope you'll join and come together to pray. Our eyes are upon the Lord. He knows all things and He's with us. Amen.